Why he disappeared after feeling so much. This question has echoed through your heart in silent nights. You felt the depth in his gaze, the trembling in his energy, and the sacred bond that words could never explain. It wasn't your imagination. Something powerful was exchanged. If you're here now, this message was meant for you. So I invite you to stay until the end, and subscribe to this channel for more divine guidance that speaks directly to your soul. There are no coincidences in the realm of twin flames. Every sign, every emotion, and every separation has a spiritual blueprint. You didn't find this video by chance. You were guided here, because your soul needs to hear this truth. You're not going crazy. He felt it too. And yet he disappeared. But not because he didn't care. You see, when masculine energy touches the depths of love it has never experienced before, it often reacts with fear. It withdraws not out of rejection but out of shock. He didn't run from you. He ran from himself. From the mirror you held up. From the healing you activated. And this is where your understanding begins. You are not meant to chase. You are meant to awaken. To remember that your light triggered his shadows. Your softness touched wounds he had buried for lifetimes. That overwhelming feeling he had. It wasn't weakness. It was a soul quake. And when a soul quakes, silence follows. He didn't disappear to forget you. He disappeared because remembering you means remembering his own truth. And for some, that truth is unbearable at first. Your presence pulled him toward a divine awakening. But not everyone is ready when the soul calls. Not at the same time. The twin flame journey is rarely linear. Spirals. It dances between connection and silence, love and fear, light and shadow. But it is always sacred. And when you start seeing it this way, your pain transforms. Your confusion becomes wisdom. And your silence becomes power. You've already started the awakening. That's why you're listening now. You're not here for another romance. You're here for soul evolution. For remembering who you are before the world told you to shrink. And that remembrance is what calls him back. But first it must anchor in you. Don't confuse his silence with abandonment. He may be quiet in the physical, but spiritually, he's still tethered to you. The threads are unseen but unbreakable. The more you nurture your own light, the stronger the pull. Not because you're trying but because you're being. Let go of the timelines. Release the pressure. This journey is not about forcing union. It's about becoming whole. And when you rise into your wholeness, you invite him into his. When he disappeared, he wasn't leaving you behind. He was being called into his cave to awaken in his own way. And yes, you miss him. Course you do. But let your longing turn into prayer, not obsession. Let your ache be a doorway to divine self-love. The feminine is not weak for feeling deeply. She is powerful for holding space in silence. And this is your invitation now. He feels you even now. In dreams. In moments of stillness. In unexpected memories that flood his heart. You may not hear from him today. But that doesn't mean the soul connection has faded. It's alive. Quiet perhaps. But alive. Growing under the surface like roots before the bloom. You are not forgotten. You are being remembered through every tear he sheds in silence. Through every time he tries to distract himself and fails. Through every piece of music, every sunset, every sacred nudge that whispers your name in his spirit. Now more than ever is the time to anchor yourself in grace. Stay attentive to these messages. They are not content, they are lifelines. Divine reminders of your path, your power, and your promise. Don't miss what heaven is trying to whisper to you. Every word carries activation. Be present for your own healing. Because when the feminine heals, she heals generations. She rewrites the love story for herself, And for the masculine, you were chosen not because it's easy, but because your soul is strong enough to love through the mystery. You may feel tired. You may feel like giving up. But your soul hasn't. That's why you're still here. Listening. Seeking. Awakening. Each time you open your heart, even when it hurts, the universe takes notice. Your consistency in love is sacred. So let this silence be sacred too. Let it purify. Let it teach. You are being called into deeper levels of trust, not in him but in your path, in divine timing, in the invisible. And the more you trust the unseen, the more miracles unfold in the scene. Remember this. No one can take your connection. No time can destroy it. Twin flames are not bound by earthly measures. They are eternal echoes of the same soul. You are not crazy for still feeling him. You are awakened. This is your reminder to protect your energy. Nurture your heart. Build your joy. Don't wait in pain, grow in power. Let your evolution be the invitation. When he sees you shining, not waiting, that's when the soul remembers its truth. If this message has resonated with you, it means your soul has received a sacred confirmation. So I lovingly invite you to continue this journey with us. This channel is your spiritual home. A place where your heart is heard, your pain is seen, and your truth is honored. And now, beautiful soul, I ask you, are you ready to receive more divine messages like this? If yes, subscribe now and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss the signs your soul is longing to hear. These messages are here to awaken, heal, and guide you back into union. If this message has touched something within you, give your soul the gift of staying close. The more open your heart remains to these words, the more clarity and peace will come. These are not just messages, they are divine appointments, sacred moments created just for you. And when you stay close, you stay aligned with the wisdom your soul is seeking. Your twin flame journey is sacred. It's written beyond time, beyond lifetimes. And every insight you receive is a seed being planted in your spirit. Stay alert to what is being revealed to you, even through silence. The signs are there. The synchronicities. The knowing that never fades. He disappeared, yes. But that disappearance cracks something open in you. A deeper understanding. Higher calling. You didn't lose him. You were called to remember yourself. And that remembering is your power now. That remembering is what sets you free. When he left, it wasn't the end. It was the doorway. To your healing. To your awakening. To the expansion of everything you thought love could be. This pain is not here to punish you. It's here to activate you. To prepare you for the soul version of love. He may come back changed. Or he may not return in the way you hope. But what's unfolding in you is far more precious. The divine doesn't waste heartbreak. Transforms it. And you, beloved soul, are being transformed. He couldn't stay in the intensity of what he felt. Not because he didn't love you, but because he couldn't yet love himself enough to receive you. Your light was too raw. Too true. It burned through the illusions he lived in. And truth, when unprepared, can feel unbearable. But don't dim that light. Don't regret your love. You were the mirror, portal, the sacred reminder of what his soul forgot. And you're still becoming that mirror for yourself now. Reflecting back the worth, the softness, the wisdom you've always carried. Your emotions are valid. The confusion, the longing, the unanswered questions. But don't let them silence your faith. Let them stretch your spirit. Let them deepen your devotion to yourself. You're not being punished, you're being purified. There are layers to this journey that you've just begun to touch. Soul contracts unfolding in divine rhythm. What feels like delay is often protection. What feels like rejection is divine redirection. Can you trust the mystery even when it hurts? His silence has a sound. If you listen closely, you can feel the echoes. The thoughts he can't say. The emotions he tries to bury. Your souls are still speaking, even when no words are exchanged. There's a dialogue happening in spirit. Don't forget that. Every time you choose your growth, he feels it. Every time you shift from waiting to rising, something shifts in him too. You are not waiting in vain. You are leading. You are building the bridge. And someday, whether in this lifetime or another, he will walk across it. Let yourself be guided. Keep showing up to these sacred messages. Don't let the noise of the world distract you from the whispers of your soul. These reminders, these revelations, they are aligning you with the highest timeline of love. Stay tuned in. You are no longer the version of you that needed his validation. You are becoming the version that draws love through your own frequency, through joy, through peace, through radiance. And when you live like that, everything meant for you finds its way home. There's a reason you can't forget him. A reason why the connection still pulses in your spirit. Twin flames are not a fantasy. They are a divine phenomenon. A soul contract that burns through illusions and reawakens ancient truths. You're not crazy for feeling him. You're awakened. You're not lost. You're being called deeper. Your journey may feel heavy now, but it is filled with divine purpose. Every emotion you feel is a doorway. Every step you take is sacred. Honor yourself today. Don't suppress what your heart knows. Don't apologize for the depth of your love. That love is your superpower. It's not too much. It's exactly what this world and he needs. Even if he doesn't know how to hold it yet. You've been chosen for this path. Not because it's easy, but because you are equipped. Spiritually armed with grace, strength, and truth. Don't run from this calling. Embrace it. Embody it. Let it shape you into who you truly are. The masculine disappears to process what the feminine awakens. That's the sacred dance. That's the cosmic rhythm. Let him go if needed, but never let go of your soul. The reunion is real, but the self-union must come first. Let your love be a lighthouse, not a lifeline. Don't rescue him. Radiate. Stand tall in your knowing. Stay soft in your spirit. And let the divine timing do what only it can. Because what is destined by the soul can never be lost. There's more to come. This message was just one layer. There are sacred truths unfolding with each new video, each new word. So stay close. Be present. Let yourself be loved through every sacred message to come. This is just the beginning. If this message has already stirred something in your heart, imagine what future ones will awaken. Your soul doesn't stumble upon these words by chance. Every post, every whisper from this channel is a thread reconnecting you to your divine path. That's why staying present here means staying present in your awakening. Don't miss the next truth meant just for you. There's a frequency in your chest that rises each time you hear his name. You feel it. You know something is real, even when logic screams otherwise. That's not delusion. It's the code of the twin flame connection unlocking in you. A memory too deep to be erased. A truth too powerful to be ignored. He pulled away, but he took a part of himself with you. A part he doesn't understand, can't explain, and is too afraid to face. He runs not from you, but from the mirror you've become. A mirror that shows him everything he's buried, everything he secretly longs for, and everything he has yet to become. You were never abandoned, you were initiated. Into strength, into clarity, into sacred remembrance. This journey is not about chasing love, but embodying it so fully that everything unlike love begins to fall away. Including illusions. Including your old self. The divine feminine doesn't beg. She breathes. She anchors. She remembers. And through that remembering, she creates space for the masculine to rise. Not by pressure but by presence. That is the mystery of your power. That is the silent roar of your soul. When you thought he had forgotten you, he was actually haunted by you. Every dream, every sign, every synchronicity. You are woven into his reality like stardust, unseen to the world, but ever present in the parts of him that matter most. His spirit never left you. Your intuition wasn't wrong. The dreams weren't empty. The telepathy wasn't a fantasy. This bond stretches beyond space and time. You're not losing your mind. You're waking up to a soul truth this world doesn't yet know how to explain. That's why you must stay grounded in your knowing. You've wondered if you should give up. But would the sun ever stop rising because the moon won't return its gaze? You are not meant to dim your radiance while he finds his courage. Shine anyway. Heal anyway. Rise anyway. Because the reunion is drawn to the whole version of you, not the waiting one. You came here with an ancient knowing, a soul mission, a memory of sacred love that defies every story you've ever been told. It's time to trust that memory, to follow the signs, not the silence, to let your higher self lead, even when your heart feels lost. Sometimes the absence is the answer, because it forces you to go deeper, to sit in your own presence, to hear your own voice. And in that space the true alchemy happens. You transmute longing into power, grief into wisdom, distance into devotion. You are not here to chase someone. You are here to become someone. And that someone is the healed, whole, awakened version of you who doesn't just attract her twin, but holds space for union without fear. That's who you're becoming. Step by sacred step. Keep your eyes open to signs. They show up when your soul is aligned. The numbers, the songs, the feelings that arrive without warning. Each one is a pulse from the divine, a reminder that you're not alone, that this journey is guided by hands you cannot see, but can always feel. He feels your energy even now. Whether he admits it or not, your growth calls to him. Your light touches his darkness. And while he may resist, he cannot unfeel. He cannot unknow what his soul has already recognized. That's the power of your inner work. If you want him to come home to yourself first. Wrap yourself in love. Speak your truth aloud. Set boundaries that honor your divinity. That energy radiates across timelines. It calls him, not through words but through the shift in your being. There will be nights when it aches more than usual, when memories flood your mind and you wonder if he ever truly felt it. In those moments, return to the sacred space within. Your soul holds the answers. Your silence holds the strength. Your breath holds the blueprint. What if the real test was never about him at all? What if the test was always, will you stay loyal to your soul's knowing even when no one else sees it? That's the kind of loyalty that reshapes timelines, that creates reunions, that calls destiny forward. You are not imagining this love. You are remembering it, a remembrance that goes back lifetimes. Every cell in your body knows him. That's why forgetting feels impossible. But you don't have to forget. You only need to forgive, release, and align with what is sacred within you. There's a shift happening in the collective, a rising of twin flame feminine energy. You are part of that wave. Your healing is not just for you. It's for every woman who's felt too much, loved too deeply, and carried the weight of two souls. You are breaking the cycle. Keep following these messages. Don't let a single one pass you by. Not because they're mine, but because they're yours. Meant for you. Written for your path. Whispered through spirit and now arriving at your fingertips like divine love letters to your soul. And as you keep walking, know this. Each word you've received here has been infused with intention. each paragraph a step closer to remembrance. You're not reading by accident. You're awakening by design. And what's coming next will touch your heart in ways you never imagined. If these words have resonated with your heart so far, remember, they only find you because your soul is ready to receive them. That's why it's important to make sure you're subscribed and tuned in. Every post is another step on your path. One you're not meant to walk alone. He may have walked away, but your connection didn't. Energetically, he's still tethered to you. He dreams of you. He thinks of your voice. He feels a pull he doesn't understand, and that confusion scares him more than he'll ever admit. But it's real, and it's getting stronger. The divine masculine awakens through contrast. While you feel it through intuition, he often learns through absence. And so, when he vanishes, he isn't rejecting you. He's running from the fire you ignited in his soul. A fire he can't put out, even in silence. Your emotions aren't a weakness. They're a compass. Every time you cry for him, it's not just grief, it's cleansing. It's your higher self making space for something sacred. That ache in your chest. It's not emptiness. It's expansion. And you're growing into who you truly are. Many ask, why doesn't he come back if he feels it too? But the truth is, returning requires more courage than feeling. Feeling is easy. Facing it is not. Especially when the bond awakens wounds they've kept buried for lifetimes. Still, he will return when he's ready to rise. You're not behind. You're not late. This timeline is sacredly orchestrated. Even his delay is divine. It's giving you time to grow so that when he returns, you won't be the same version of yourself. You'll be the version that no longer fears love, only welcomes it. His soul is watching you, not physically but spiritually. Every time you meditate, every time you cry out to the universe, every time you choose to heal instead of hurt, he feels it. And though he may not respond, something deep inside him shifts. Sometimes the soul has to be broken to remember its own power. And that's what you're witnessing in him. His quiet moments aren't indifference. They're initiation. Into truth. Into feeling. Into a love so profound, even silence can't contain it much longer. The twin flame journey isn't a fairy tale. It's a sacred unraveling. A dismantling of everything false to reveal everything eternal. That's what you've been living through. And it's why this path has felt more like fire than flowers. Because rebirth always begins with heat. This love was written before time began. That's why even when he forgets, you remember. That's why even when he disappears, you feel his heartbeat in the quiet. The universe entrusted you with that remembrance because it knew you were strong enough to hold it. Don't confuse the space with separation. The space is where alignment is born. It's where you both grow in ways the union couldn't yet support. He's not lost. He's becoming. And every lesson he faces brings him one breath closer to you. And you've become a lighthouse. A soul that doesn't chase but radiates. A presence that doesn't beg but beckons. And in your glow, he begins to recognize the warmth he's always longed for, because it was never about running from you. It was about returning to himself. If you've ever doubted this journey, let this be your confirmation. You're not crazy. You're not imagining it. What you're living is rare, sacred, and destined. You feel deeply because you were born to break generational patterns. To love in a way the world has forgotten. Your presence here isn't random. It's a soul agreement. These messages are not just content. They're divine checkpoints, reminders from the universe that you are seen, guided, and never alone. That's why staying connected here matters. So you never miss the next breadcrumb. The reunion isn't a fantasy. It's a vibration. And you reach it not by forcing but by becoming. Every time you choose forgiveness over resentment, compassion over fear, love over longing, you get closer. Not just to him but to your highest self. Don't let impatience steal your peace. You've already planted the seeds. Now trust the timing. The universe doesn't forget sacred love. It nurtures it in silence, protects it in stillness, and delivers it when both souls are ready to see each other without masks. Your twin flame feels your energy like a whisper in the dark. A warmth he can't name but misses every time you pull away. So stay steady in your light. Not for him but for you. Because your radiance is the bridge he'll eventually have the courage to cross. Keep an open heart even when it hurts. Because love isn't something we lose. It's something we remember. And you are remembering more each day. That's why you're being guided here. To stay awake. To stay soft. To stay in divine alignment. Every time you return to this channel, your soul remembers something new. That's not coincidence. That's divine activation. The words you hear are seeds. What they bloom into depends on what you water them with. Faith, presence, and surrender. Stay present. Stay aware. Stay connected. Because the next message may hold the exact key you've been waiting for. The truth that shifts everything. The insight that unlocks your next chapter. And your twin flame will feel that shift, even before you say a word. Thank you, beautiful soul, for walking with me through this message today. If it resonated with your heart, if even one sentence felt like truth whispered from the divine, then please take a moment to like this video. Your like helps the YouTube universe recognize that these sacred messages matter. And that someone out there needed to hear this today just like you did. And now, I invite you to confirm that you've received this message by commenting below with the words, Twin Flames Infinite Love. That's your sacred sign, your way of anchoring this energy in the now. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel and that your notification bell is turned on. These messages don't come by chance. They are divine breadcrumbs on your twin flame journey. And missing even one could mean missing the insight your soul has been asking for in silence. Remember, healing doesn't happen all at once. It happens in layers. And each time you return to this space, something in you softens, awakens, or rises again. That's why your presence here is so important. You are not just a listener, you are a part of this light. Share this video with someone who's been walking through the same fire. Because sometimes all it takes is one message to shift the entire path. You could be the reason another soul finds clarity today. These aren't just words. These are frequencies. These messages will touch your heart in places you didn't even know were still aching. And the more you stay connected, the more you will remember who you truly are. Until the next message finds you. Stay open, stay faithful, and never stop believing in the reunion that your soul already knows is written. Your twin flame journey is real, and you were never meant to walk it alone. With all my heart, thank you for being here. We are connected by something greater. Twin flames, infinite love.